Good morning and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ashley Shao. I'm Intel Account Manager for IEI and based in Taiwan. Welcome and thank you for attending today's AI Solution webinar. Today, we have Wilson, the Product Manager from IEI. He has over 10 years of experience providing AI software applications and hardware in industrial and across all vertical markets around the world. Before we get started, I want to share with you some Intel notice and terms. Intel does not control or audit third-party data. You should consult other sources to evaluate accuracy. All product plans and roadmaps are subject to change without notice. I want to share you some Intel human rights principle. Either Intel and IEI is committed to respect human rights and avoid complicity in human rights abuses. Intel and IEI's products and software are intended only to be used in applications that do not cause or contribute to a violation of internationally recognized human rights. For more information, please contact us or your Intel representative. Without further ado, Wilson, the floor is yours.
Hi, Ashley, and hi, everyone. I'm IEI's Product Manager, Wilson. First, welcome everyone to join this seminar today. In these sessions, I will briefly go through the AI marketing chain and share the IEI case study that implements the Intel platform with you for reference. Now, let's start. First, about the AI marketing chain and opportunity. Based on the function, the marketing has been segmented into training and inference. The inference segment is expected to hold the largest market share. As of now, most of the AI training is performed at the data center, while AI inference is executed both in the cloud station and at the edge. However, the cloud station remains an ideal location for training function due to the availability of the sample data from multiple servers. Therefore, edge computing is adopted mostly for reference purpose, as there is less data to be handled by performing inference. So, several major companies prefer the edge-based AI computing over the cloud, which project is helps good rates in the rate inference workload. And this page is about AI chip market. The chip type is categorized into the GPU, ASIC, FPGA, CPU, and others. Based on chip type, the GPU segment leads the AI chip market in 2018. However, the ASIC and FPGA segment is anticipated to overtake the GPU type in the near future. There are more and more users use ASIC and FPGA to computing the AI algorithm for low power consumption and better performance in specific application. The current AI accelerator product line, the VPU and TPU are categorized as ASIC. IEI is also keen to evaluate new ASIC and FPGA for different applications so that we could enhance our AI acceleration product line.
That's awesome, Wilson. So how do you see the market moving forward to 2025?
Regarding the application field of the edge AI computing, the growth by the 2025 can be seen, especially in the transportation-related part, which will have share of the 43 billion. Especially now, major automakers are developing their own electric vehicles. Autonomous driving and or assist navigation is a key project for future development. In addition, smart retail include as product location, gardens, and body temperatures measurement, automatic checkout, etc. are also key areas for AI development. Other related vertical areas include the entertainment, energy, smart factories, and healthcare. With so many possible opportunities, AI edge computing market share in 2025 is expected to reach the 215 billion.
Wow, that is a really big market there, Wilson. So, is there any like AI case studies that you can share with us for post-pandemic eras?
Oh, sure. Next topic is that the application of the IEI edge computing can be divided into these four major areas. For smart retail areas, the user can use the data facial detection and the customer behavior to play ads to target different age groups. The AOI defect detection at the edge of the smart factory replaces the previous judgment of the human eyes, improve the accuracy of the screening for the transportation field, such as the license plate detection system, and it reduced the vehicle queuing time. Another key area is medical. IEI cooperates with the SI to provide the AI assist diagnosis and the treatment solutions such as the cell detection, eyes, macular disease to help doctors make judgment easier and more accurate. And these AI edge applications must have the four key elements as shown in the middle. The first is a security of the data. All data must be encrypted by the encryption protocol to ensure that the data will not be leaked. Or use the private cloud that data is stored on the client side to reduce the chance to data leakage. And the second limit is the privacy. Face data cannot be stored, or face detection is instantaneous, which means that he used the image streaming for real-time analysis and detection. The third and fourth elements are low latency and the system load balance. For real-time application, especially medical-related application, the result of the identification mark must be displayed quickly and accurately. Therefore, the performance of the system or AI acceleration card also affects the result and speed of the AI inference.
Thank you, Wilson. I think the audience would like to know more about the use cases that IEI has really implemented in the real world. Hoping that in the following presentations, you have more references for us to know and learn more about IEI.
Okay, and the first use case is the entry control system in Japan. The customer integrates the IEI M.2 VPU acceleration module into the entry control system for locking and layout management. Through the facial detection data, not employee opt-in and only allow the administrator access. It can replace the traditional map, which user employee cards for identification. It's much safer because it can accelerate the process to reduce the chance of the cluster infection. And next use case is about the vehicle security and inventory safety management in US. The customer used the M.2 VPU acceleration module to integrate into their own system and demand driver access navigation to perform real-time image recognition and mark. Confirm the state of the road at hand if an abnormal situation on the road is detected. a warning can be issued in advance. The driving affecting detection is to monitor the fashion experience expansion state of the driver in real time through the internal camera, include the frequency of the yawing or blinking and the angle of the head to determine whether there is the dawn or sleepiness to confirm the mental state of the driver. In addition, it also includes inventory recognition, which is mask the corresponding relative position of the package via the camera to ensure that the package is correct delivered to the recipient, as well as the transportation management system. The central control center can escalate, confirm the location and the state of each vehicle, improve the safety of the goods and the feasibility of the fitting development. And next use case is about the social distance detection in Japan. Now the number of people in the store is controlled, and the social distance between the people is important. The customer use our small system, ITG100 AI, that can support up to 2 channels of the image as the core of the application. In addition to controlling the flow of the people not at the entry, it can also instantly identify when whether customers are wearing masks. In the store, the social distance between the people can be detected, and warnings can be issued immediately when they are too close. This use case is about campus safety in Singapore. Blind spots on the campus could endanger campus safety. Therefore, the customer imported the solution of the IEI tank with the Mustang V100 acceleration card, and set a camera on the blind spot of the campus or where it is needed. The big data such as facial data or license plate data that employee opt-in is used to implement AI inference. And the data is stored in a private cloud that only allows the administrator access. The face recognition confirms that the identity in real time. When someone enters or stays for too long, it can provide immediate warning. It can also be set up in the classroom as the management of the attendance. In addition, in the parking management, license plate recognition is used for vehicle management so that campus safety can be upgraded through the AI inference system. And this use case is about a COVID-19 detection system in UK. The customer integrates IEI FPGA acceleration card Mustang F100 to implement their AI inference model. This system could detect a COVID-19 virus via the saliva test within 20 seconds at airport. It could be installed at the arrival or departure lobby to identify the passenger health status.
Wow, there are like a lot of fantastic reference cases in Japan, US, and UK, as well as in other side of the world. So Wilson, can you provide us more on the advantages of Intel solution that is bringing to IEI, and what IEI's hardware is adding more with Intel Silicon plus Intel's OpenVINO toolkit?
Okay, let me introduce the advantage of the Intel solution in detail.
Thank you.
These are the all advantages of the Intel AI solutions. The first thing that I want to introduce is OpenVINO toolkit. It supports cross-platform, including Windows and Linux OS, and also implement the handle an heterogeneous chip such as the CPU, GPU, CPU, and FPGA. IEI also integrate it into the multiple systems, including a racked system for harsh environment or a company-sized system for different applications. The various acceleration modules provide the distributed computing for multi-thread and multitask, and AI performance increased by factor over BPU quantity. IEI's Mustang Acceleration Card series provide two solutions of Intel accelerator chip. One is a Marry-X BPU, which integrate 8 over 4 BPU cores into PCIe card, and 1 to 2 BPU cores into M.2 or mini PCIe module. User could choose the suitable module based on their demand and required performance. The other one is FPGA integrated solution, Mustang F100, which is suitable for low latency applications such as the medical. The next generation acceleration card has also been developed and is expected to be mass produced in Q4 this year. And here is our Mustang Acceleration Series with Intel FPGA and the Marvell Marry-X CPU in detail. For now, IEI has the most complete product line of the Intel accelerator chip in the market. All series features with very low power consumption. The Mustang F100A10 equipped with the FPGA chip and only 40 watts. The Mustang V100 MS8 equipped with 8 cores of BPU and only 25 watts. The Mustang V100 MX4 equipped with the 4 cores of BPU and only 15 watts. The Mustang B-Key and the mini PCIe modules equipped with 2 cores of the BPU and only 7.5 watts. And the final one is the M.2 A-Key modules equipped with the 1 core of BPU and only 5 watts. Because IEI has developed a variety of different AI acceleration cards or systems, it is selected by Intel as a partner for AIoT dev kit. It includes the first generation tank A70 and the new generation Flex BS200. Both of them can be installed with the Mustang V100 or F100 acceleration card to provide users with a plug-and-play platform and allow users to quickly get started and verify their AI model. The last project is DRPC system that features smaller size and modular design and integrates Intel's newest generation mobile CPU, Tiger Lake. It provides 3 times faster performance than previous generation. And it also integrates a PCI by 4 slot and is pre-installed with the Mustang V100 inside. The dev key will be mass produced soon to provide high performance and compact dev key for users. IEI provided for portfolios of AI systems which can fulfill different AI workloads for customer application. For multi-channels application, you may select the Flex, which can install up to 4 Mustang V100 MX8 BPU cards and can support up to 16 to 32 channels. For 8 to 16 channels demand, we suggest you to use the Tank AIoT dev kit. And we also provide bandwidth system, the ITG100 AI and ITS110 AI. With convex design, we integrate the Mustang mini PCI module equipped with the two Mary S DPUs and supports up to 2 channels to help you achieve the live web tasks such as people counting in retail, store, or attention system. Finally, let me summarize the importance of IEI AI inference system. IEI has integrated multiple kinds of AI accelerator modules into various product series to build a powerful AI inference system such as Tank, Flash, DRPC, or ITG series, which are the best choice for the customer to implement their own AI model in different inference applications. And this is my presentation today. Thank you, your time.
Thank you, Wilson. We shall now proceed to the Q&A session. Kindly submit your questions into the Q&A box. Wilson and his team will be standing by to answer your questions. So now we're receiving like 2 or 3 questions online. One question is, how to obtain the OpenVINO toolkit? Is it free to download? Wilson, will you be able to answer this question?
Okay, a user could download the OpenVINO toolkit from Intel website, and it's free.
Thank you. And there's another question coming in. Do the AI accelerator cards such as Mustang V100 or Mustang F100 needs to connect extra power source?
And now, the power from PCIe slot is enough for the acceleration card. The extra power connect is a receipt design.
Okay, hope that answered the audience's questions. And there's another one coming. Do all of IEI AI inference systems are pre-installed with OS and OpenVINO toolkit? And when the product is shipped?
No, only the AI dev kit co-launch with the Intel such as a Tank or Flash series is pre-installed with the Ubuntu OS and OpenVINO toolkit. And for other inference systems, users need to download and install the toolkit from Intel website on their own.
Understood. I believe there are more questions coming in, and Wilson and his team will be replying your questions, even though that is not answered on live. But thank you for joining the session with us today. We hope that we have benefited a lot from your feedbacks, and you benefited from us as well. This webinar will be recorded and available on demand. More info will be sent to you to your registered email after the webinar. For questions that are unable to answer you today, we will get back to you via email. Last, please take the survey to let us know your thoughts on this webinar. And that's all for today's session. Join us in our future webinars. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay blessed, and take care. See you soon.